Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today, I am showcasing the Bedrock beta because the latest preview/beta currently includes the Happy Ghast. It does also include vibrant visuals, which I am also going to try and showcase. I'm not exactly sure how any of it works yet, but to get the new features, you do need to enable this thing right here. Drop to 2025. And by turning this on, you'll have the Happy Ghast and the Ghastling. So let's quickly now jump in to what is new. First off, I am going to mention these features will be coming to Java soon. Minecraft haven't specified when, but my guess is probably next week. So we have the Happy Ghast, which you can see right here. And these are pretty cool in the way they work, which I'll cover a bit more about them in a second. But if we quickly just spawn the Ghast, this has had a texture update. And to be honest, I'm not exactly too sure how they've updated texture, but I think they've just made it pixel consistent with the Happy Ghast. So let's now talk about the Dried Ghast. The Dried Ghast is a block that you can find within the Nether, and it can also be crafted. It does also seem like it plays ambient sounds, which is kinda cool. It does also play these particles, but if we listen a second, the sounds are playing randomly. So to craft yourselves a dried ghast block, you are going to need 8 ghast tears and a bone block, which you can see gives you one of the dried ghasts. When placed outside of water, they don't do anything, but when you place them inside of water, they will slowly hatch. They have about 3 stages, and they take about 20 minutes to hatch. Now, one thing to note, no matter what stage they are on, if you break this while it is in water, it will always revert back to this normal state. So you cannot get the leveled up ones inside a survival mode. And also, if you remove the water from the block, so if we was to quickly just grab a water bucket, it will then slowly go back to the normal state as well. If it was aged up at all, it will then slowly revert back to its normal state. We're not going to wait around for 10 minutes because that is going to take ages. But there is also the ghastling, which doesn't seem to work by clicking a Happy Ghast spawn egg on a Happy Ghast. Maybe because that is not the Happy Ghast, that is the normal Ghast. So by clicking a spawn egg on the Happy Ghast, we will see that we spawn a ghastling. No, it doesn't seem like this works either. Anyway, Happy Ghasts will stand still when you are standing on them. They do not need to be harnessed to stand still. And when you stand on them, they will instantly snap to the closest grid it can, which you can see right here. So basically, it just means that when you stand on them, it will snap north, south, east, or west. Now, a few things about the Happy Ghast. They will come to you if you are holding a harness. So let's quickly just grab a few different harness colors. As you can see, there's one for every single color. And you can see I'm holding this harness and they look at me and start following me. But if I was to change off the harness, they then don't bother and they start floating away. But once again, if I pull the harness out, I can put a harness on this one. And I can also put a harness on this one. And they will now no longer follow me if I have a harness in my hand. But I can now chase this one down and jump on it, which you can see I'm now on. One thing to note though, there is currently a bug where they have way more health than they normally should. They should have about 20 hearts, but currently they have 40. And you can see I can now ride this Happy Ghast. Now 4 players can ride them. Obviously I can't showcase that because I'm only one single player. But if you dismount them, you can see you are stood on top of them and they will stop moving. And you can jump back on them anytime. Now a few things to note about players riding them. The first player who jumps on them will be the controlling player. And then new players that get on will be added clockwise from the controlling player. But I'm not going to lie, they are pretty cool. Now there's a lot more things to note about the Happy Ghasts, so let's quickly just cover some of them. First off, the Happy Ghasts basically have a wander distance, so they will not be able to wander far away from their home position. Their home position is where they are spawned, or when they are grown from a baby to an adult, or their home position is where they're last interacted with. So for example, me giving it a harness would probably count it as its home position. Now it doesn't seem like we can get a ghastling from spawning, so let me quickly just summon one. So you can currently run this command right here to get a baby ghastling, as it doesn't seem like there's any spawn egg for them. So this is what the ghastling looks like. Once again, it looks really cool. I love the look of it. The tentacles also a lot smaller than a normal ghast to match up with a Happy Ghast. This ghastling is spawned from drying out a dried ghast after about 20 minutes. And it also takes about 20 minutes for them to grow from a ghastling to a Happy Ghast. This is obviously not including any sped up time with snowballs. Now, the ghastling will follow certain mobs. So they will follow any player within a 16 block radius. They will also follow any adult non-aquatic passive mob. So for example, they'll just randomly start following adult cows, adult sheep, adult pigs, and things like that. They will not follow any aquatic mobs, and they will not follow any hostile mobs. But they do also have a chance to follow neutral mobs. And if there is no mob that it can follow, so if there's no player around or no adult mob they can follow, they will then just linger around their home position. Although they are tempted by snowballs, so if I was to hold snowballs, they'd follow me a lot closer, and so will happy ghast. And I'm not gonna lie, their feet— oh, I just punched that one by mistake. No, I don't think I punched it. I think I threw a snowball at it. Now, one thing to note about the happy ghast as well is they will regenerate health. So if I was to punch this one a few times, also you do notice while punching them, they have no panic behavior. So if they take damage, they won't panic like other mobs. And if I quickly just jump on them, you can see they currently have lost 1.5 hearts. They will also regenerate this. As you saw, it just went up by half, but they will regenerate quicker when it is raining. So if I was to quickly just set the weather to rain, they will regenerate quicker within the rain, which you can see right there. And they will also regenerate quicker when above cloud level. So if you take them above the clouds, they will also be able to regenerate their health. Not gonna lie, I really do like that feature. And it also adds some unique healing to them. So if you need to heal them, you know they heal quicker within the rain or above clouds. Now, a few other things about the happy ghast is they cannot be entered inside of boats. So you will not be able to put them in boats. And if a player dismounts on them in midair and then jumps off of them, the happy ghast will slowly descend back to the ground. So there's no need to worry about jumping off them while you're in the sky, because you can see they slowly float back down. Now, the happy ghast will roam 64 blocks around their home position, but also when they are randomly roaming, they often like to stay close to solid blocks. So it means that they often stay close to the ground. They won't go really high up and start flying around, which you have been able to see while I've been talking. That one right there has most commonly stayed around the ground level, and they often just float up and down. So I've now enabled vibrant visuals, which once again, you need to enable the experimental toggle for this, which you saw at the start of the video. And then when you go to video settings, inside of your settings, if you scroll right to the bottom, there is graphic mode. And inside of here, you have simple, fancy, and vibrant. Now, this is not supported on every platform at the moment, but it is supported on most of them. And there are also some vibrant visuals options right here, which I'm guessing you can customize, which I'm not going to touch any of these. I just want to show the default versions, which if I now head into the game, this is what it looks like. And obviously there are going to be a lot of bugs and issues with this, because this is in very early development. And also, this is not for Minecraft 1.21.6 or the second game drop of the year. This is something they're going to be working on long term, and it is not tied to any exact Minecraft update. Now, I'm not going to cover this too much just because we've covered the happy ghast, but underwater looks amazing. I'm not sure what this is going to look like in a YouTube video, because obviously YouTube does compress videos quite a lot, but just swimming around, I really do like the look of this. And also, for this to be a vanilla feature and not the use of shaders or any third party, this is going to be a game changer once it's fully released on Bedrock and also Java. Because once again, this will be coming to Java Edition in the future. They are just working on it for Bedrock to begin with. Now, one thing I do quickly want to test, what does it look like at nighttime? Because obviously nighttime in most shaders and things like that often look very dark. And it becomes to the point where most of them are unplayable. But let's see, can we set it midnight inside of Bedrock Edition? We can, so let's do it midnight. Okay, it's pretty dark, but I guess you could possibly change that with some of the video settings. But once again, I'm not going to mess with these right now because I want to show you the default options when you first load it up. And also, there is this thing right here where you can favor performance, you can favor visuals, or you can do custom. I quickly just want to check what a pale garden looks like with vibrant visuals, because obviously pale gardens are meant to be dim and gloomy. So with the vibrant visuals that make it a lot darker, I guess this could look really cool. Especially with the illumination of the roses and things like that, the eye blossoms. Also, we have found a lush cave while exploring. Once again, I don't know what this is going to look like in the video, because I'm just recording this to obviously showcase it. But I really do like the look of the glowberries. They are more white in this than they are orange, which I like the look of. Now, that is all I'm going to showcase of the vibrant visuals. Once again, you guys can download it, go check it out for yourselves. I just wanted to showcase what it's like and how you obviously obtain it, as well as showcasing the Happy Ghast and Ghastling. And here is what the eye blossoms look like. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, do like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys thought of the new features. And once again, they will be coming to Java Edition shortly. I guess I'll see you guys in another one very soon. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.